Hey folks, Steve Alcorn here with you once again, just getting the camera ready just to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. And I want to make sure how far up I can lift things and do things. Okay, so this is a new series. This is called Fix It or Fail. This is where I attempt to fix things to sell on eBay. Now, I might find things at yard sales, Goodwills, off of eBay itself, and it might be broken. So this is what we're going to do. Today is the infamous Sony Walkman cassette player. This cassette player does not play tapes. Sounds like there's some little piece missing in there or shattered in there or something, so we'll have to figure that one out. This is model number WM-FX163 or 161. I'm not sure. Let me see if there's a model number on the back of this. My eyes aren't so good anymore. I think this is the 163. Yep, 163. So it does not play cassette tapes. It does play the radio. I've tried it. We'll put a set of headphones on and give it a shot so that we can hear what's going on. There is fresh batteries in it. So we'll find the headphone jack. I think that's it. Nope, that's not it. Oh, green. Green is headphone jack. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to turn the radio on. Okay, sorry about the fuzziness, but that is the radio playing. When I bring the earphones down here, it plays a lot better. Okay, so now we're going to change it back to tape, which is this button here. And we're going to press play. Make sure the volume's all the way up. And as you can hear, nothing's going on. And there's, I don't know if you can hear that. There's a little noise going on inside that thing. So we're going to open this thing up. We're going to hit stop. Open this up. We're going to eject the tape, and on this model, all you do to eject the tape is open the lid. Tape comes out. This little thing here comes off because we're going to end up taking this apart. There's a button right there, and you just push it down, and that lifts right off. I haven't ever done one of these before, so this is new to me as it is to you, and part of this new series is I'm an amateur. I don't really know what I'm doing, but if I can fix it, that means you can fix it and maybe make a little bit more money on the items that you're picking up that you may have just donated or thrown in the trash or sold for parts. So this has been refurbished before. So we're hoping that the belt inside is good. So this just takes two AA batteries, and we're going to pop those out. Let's see. I keep a lot of stuff in that drawer. So we'll just pop them out. Okay, batteries are popped out. Now I looked this over before I started, and I noticed there's no screws in it. So to do that means that there's a seam all the way around it that needs to be separated. So we've got a couple little tools here for that job. I get these tools for different things. I repaired something at one time and it came in a kit, probably a video game repair kit, but this is called a pick, and called a pick because it looks like a guitar pick. You can see it's pretty well used. I've used it on a lot of different things. And I don't know what this is. It's just a separator tool. It's supposed to have another little piece on there, but it broke off. So we'll see if it still works. So it seems to me, let's look at this really quick. It seems to me that the seam looks like it goes all the way around this top edge, all the way around here, back around here, and around. So it comes right through this battery tray. So, and I can see that it's pretty easy to separate there. And it popped right open, so that's nice. So you get either this tool, that tool. Don't use metal because it will mess with the plastic if you can at all help it. Now, I realize that most of us aren't going to have expensive tools around, and these weren't. So it's good to invest in things like this if you plan on trying to do things like this. But really all you got to do is find a seam and start separating. If this is too big, you can use this guy or even something smaller. This is coming apart real easy. So really all you're doing is putting this in and twisting and moving. Whoa.
You haven't seen the sun in
We
like
accidentally
forever,
started a
so
YouTube video. We'll have to move the mouse. All right, so Do it some more. Looks like it goes all the way around the side of those. Do it a little bit more. Man, this thing came apart pretty nice. So, all right, that was it. If you notice inside there's a little bit of contacts in here, just make sure those are all good. Whatever was moving around, you know what, it might have just been something up here that was moving around. We're going to give this a little turn over, see if anything falls out. Give that a little shake. So whatever that noise was up in this lid, so it wasn't anything important because there's no moving pieces in there. So it's probably just your, oh, it's this little contact here. See that moving around? So that's all right. Okay, we're good. So there's no broken pieces inside this thing, which is a plus. But what I do know is that it has a belt, and this is your belt right here. And what I can see immediately is that it looks like this belt is probably supposed to go over this wheel, because that wheel turns and this belt goes underneath, almost underneath the wheel. And it's also off on this side. It's going underneath the wheel and it should be on. So the first thing we're going to do is take the whole belt off and look, give it a good feel, make sure there's no cracks or anything in it. If it's cracked, broken, or looks stretched out, this one looks fairly decent actually. It's really thin if you can see, but it looks fairly decent. It doesn't feel bad. It has been refurbished, and maybe when they put it back on, they didn't put it back on correctly. Who knows? So let's see how this works. When it was in here, it was around this. It went over top of that and around this. So I'm going to guess that's how it's routed. So we'll try to get it around that little motor. It fits in there real nice. It goes right in that slot right there. It looks like these slots, I don't know if you can see them, but they're really, really, really super thin. Just wide enough to get this guy in. My computer's making noises now. So then we're going to go around this motor, or this wheel, and try to get it in there. Oh, it went under. It's a little bit delicate work. Another thing I would suggest investing in, if you don't, really cheap, is a pair of tweezers. Usually when you're working with electronics, you probably shouldn't have metal, but this is what I have. I actually do have a pair of ceramic tweezers out in the kitchen somewhere. And I'll have to get those in here, but we're just messing with this belt right now, just trying to get around this wheel. Get it out from under the wheel first. So this is the hardest part, it looks like, is getting this thing seated in that little slot. And there, I think we got it. Okay, so we're going to give it a test spin with our finger. Make sure we're going to give it a good look. Looks like it's all in there now. So we'll give it a test spin. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it on camera, but all the gears are all moving. These little gears here. I know you probably can't see it, but the motor's spinning. This wheel's moving. And this little needle looking thing is going up and down. So that is looking good. So what we're going to do before we put it back together is put some batteries in it. If you notice here, this particular model has a ribbon cable that goes right through the battery compartment. So you're going to want to be careful with that. Make sure that's didn't come unseated. So put the batteries back in. I think so far this is a good success, but I don't know if it works yet. So we're going to find out together. Okay, so just be careful. I don't think you're going to get any electric shock touching this stuff, but be careful anyway. You don't want to get your finger oils and stuff on that. I don't know much about electronics, but I will delve into them on this series just to see if we can work with them. Because if we can fix, let's say, a game system that's broken, or a VCR DVD player that's broken, a broken DVD VCR player may go for $40 or $20 for parts, may go for $150 working. So that's the difference in sometimes these really simple repairs. And generally, and when I picked this item to do a repair on, I had a feeling that it was just a simple repair like this. Now, we don't know that yet, but we're going to press the button and see what happens. I don't know if you can see it, but they're spinning. See that little needle going up and down? That's pretty cool. I've never seen the insides of one of these working. So we're going to assume that works, so we're going to shut it off. And we're going to put the earphones. Did I leave? No, I took the tape out, so we're going to have to put the tape back in, being very careful because there's no back on it. I've chosen Madonna, Like a Prayer cassette. The reason I chose this cassette is I found it new at a yard sale. It wasn't worth a lot of money, but it was a brand new tape, so when I test these players, I can tell whether or not they're actually working with a good tape. And Madonna's pretty cool. So let's put the earphone jack in. That's in the green. Okay, so that didn't work. Are we at the end of the tape? We are not, but we're going to turn it around, see what happens. Oh, there we go. Something isn't quite right because it's making slow noises like that, so we're going to turn it off. We're going to look at this belt again, make sure it's not slipped out of one of the things. It looks like it's in there. Make sure it's not none of the buttons or anything are interfering with it. It may just be because this thing's old, hasn't been played in a while. Let's see what it sounds like now. Alright. Oops. Hat fell off. I don't know if you can hear that, but I don't want to get a copyright complaint, but it's playing normally now. So it must have just been loose. Sometimes when these haven't been played in a long time, the gears get a little gummed up, and going fast forward, reverse, or whatever can help that. So to put this back together, we just got to snap the lid back on. Looks like the batteries have to come out first. Let's see. And when we get it all back together, we'll test all the functions just to make sure. And then I'll give it a good clean before I list it on eBay. That goes like that. Let's see how hard this is to snap back together. Alright, that's it. Wow, that was easy. We'll put the batteries back in. So it seems like a pretty simple job. I'm going to see what the pieces for what the belts cost on eBay. I don't know if you have to buy them. Maybe you have to buy them in assorted sizes. Maybe they're $10 for 50. I don't know. It seems like that's a pretty good deal actually. So if you can get them like that, because I come across a lot of these that don't work, and in the past I've just redonated them. We're going to put this guy back on the back. It has a little, like a T. It's like a T, so you got to turn it sideways a little bit, fit it in, and then it snaps into place. So, all right, so I'm going to turn it on. So it's still playing. I'm going to test the functions. Radio works. All right, so we're going to call that a success. So that's replacing a belt on a Sony Walkman cassette player, folks. Fairly easy job. I think this one's been taken apart before, so it may have came apart a little bit easier. It has been refurbished. I'll leave the refurbished sticker on there and mention it in my listing on eBay. It did come with the original instructions, which is amazing. If you watch my video from a few weeks back, I got that at a flea market. I forget what I paid for it. A couple bucks. Now it's worth a few more dollars because I got it working. And I'll put a pair of Sony headphones with it and it'll be good. So thanks for watching, folks. If you like what you saw, hit that like button down below. Share this video if you think it'll help somebody else. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when I'm doing this stuff. And leave me a comment down below. Thanks for watching.